touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Here's Dixon, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And while that play was unsuccessful to start the second half, I'm not sure that you just totally abandon what you do running the football. Maybe you make some adjustments in your run game and do things a little bit differently. But that doesn't necessarily mean you just go to the pass and do nothing else.
3-19! Detroit!
On second down, Jackson drops it underneath to Dixon. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 7 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw is Jackson, eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
On the give, this is Dixon. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Luke Kuechly in there to drop him for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Green.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 9.
Hurry up, here we go.
Play action. It's Jackson. Out to his left. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now following the interception, here's Newton. flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Newton on first down. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off by Tavon Young. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result. Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line is really hunkered down and established.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the end zone, Newton. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
On the ball.
Throwing again. Newton. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now it's Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Newton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
He's back to throw. Dancing to his left. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Here we go now. Green.
The drive begins with a run by Dixon. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
They pitch it out to Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. The Panthers are going to take another timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. That's pulled in at the 32. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10. Newton. And an alley to run. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.
Standing, look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty, don't even know where to waste that. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry, what I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? In reply, how you put up with this song and dance, soulless buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy. Little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. What the money and fame the heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Gummy, back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, ask for it. Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Talking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get never minded if I offend you. I need the silence, chaos is in my mental. You need a PJ first class, not what you went to. You need the relay, chase money like insane. How I give you the boat chain and plane. Fame name, that's insane. Private. You need a, in case the movies get insane. You need a ruby, the kind of jewelry that's from the rain. I'm just here to remind you, but never mommy, man. I'm here to remind you where you come from. All this peace retreat is lame done. You can never get rid of me, I live in you. Both of our fire offend you.
Bring out the Brinks truck, I'm young, flying ice cup. 100-yard dash, I had to run my price up. Boss your life up, I had to boss.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Green Bay Packers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
A first carry now for Kenneth Dixon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
Gun! Hut! Hut!
From the gun, it's Jackson. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
319.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, it often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Two former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end, Graham. Packer 1st down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the way.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jake Ryan leading the surge there. He drops in for a loss of 6.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll get it to Dixon, running left. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Nick Perry.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, But the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Set, 3-19.
Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jake Ryan in there to get him for his second sack of the night. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On first down, Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll run with Dixon, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
It wasn't third and long. It was more like third and attainable, and oftentimes offense just want to run enough to pick up a first down. But I think they wanted to break tendency there. Catch the defense plan for the short pass and push it downfield, and they almost collected a big play.
Jackson now. He's got Snead. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards, a big play there on fourth. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Throwing is Jackson, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there and gets the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. The Ravens on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Jackson from the shotgun. Being chased out left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rodgers. Room to run past midfield. And he comes back with one complete. And finally brought down at the 43. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gives him a new set of downs. Rodgers going to throw. Got some real estate inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And that's complete to Adams. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. Rodgers to throw once more. Forced out to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll start the drive with Dixon. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. Now Jackson back into his end zone. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Watch him now, Barney.
Jackson on 3rd and long from his end zone. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Packers offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. Oh, wide open, complete. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 45 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. He got 29 yards that time. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Buying time, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Throwing now is Rodgers. And incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 40.
Watch him now, Barney. All right, here we go.
They go play action here on first down. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They go play action with Jackson. On the move to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney!
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Caught right side, it's Snead. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney!
On first down, they go with Dixon. touchdown. Kenneth Dixon, 38 yards. And the Ravens are in for 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt, you need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now it's Jackson, and he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Green 18! Green 18!
Rodgers now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch.
It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Rodgers again now. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
They'll run it with Dixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jake Ryan in there again. My goodness, that is now his 4th sack tonight. The Ravens on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Play action. Now Jackson. Hard throw, incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know, you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post?
And now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Hey, flex. 319, 258. Hey, check 26. Zoom.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
Watch him now, Barney. Watch him now, Barney.
The toss play to Montgomery. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Dixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They stay on the ground with Dixon. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in with Dixon. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Kenneth Dixon, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 45 yards.
Jump out! Hey, check 26.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between
you did
the
that gay
ears?
shit the whole game and you lost.
Does occur.
Boy, you
Once
was
start
trash.
getting those
5
numbers up there
turnovers.
a little bit. But as you and I both
That man
know,
on
it's
blitz
not
and they do
always
shit.
just one
You
guy's
kept
fault.
trying it. You
Maybe
damn
somebody ran
lost.
a wrong pattern. Maybe some
Good
balls were
L.
tipped. It could be so
Yeah,
many
good.
different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to
Game
the guy
over.
throwing them.
And he's going to be met at the line
5
of scrimmage
turnovers.
and taken down.
Trash.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something
Ain't
they
no
can
blitz in
build
the whole
on
game.
and
Get
carry
some cover
themselves forward
skills.
throughout the game.
Like I baited your weak ass.
Charles, I think when the schedule comes
Easy,
out, all
babe.
teams,
Easy,
no
man.
matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home
Easy,
turf. They
man.
were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a
Press
tennis
the other
match,
dude so I
right?
knew you
Not
were going
letting
to go
them
to him.
break your
Easy,
serve.
man. That's how
That
you
way
really play.
Hold on to it.
Nah, I said
They
that
got
man
it
on blitz
done,
the whole
and they
game. You
feel
trash
very
piece of
good
shit.
about that victory.
Locked him down. Man only scored 1 TD. Trash.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
Come on, so I can get out of here. Might go play something else. Look at that.